You have probably seen YouTubers and streamers have unique features such as personal on-screen maps for dungeons, the ability to solve Blaze Puzzle in less than 15 seconds, get the answer to every riddle correct, instantly kick you from parties because you're not good enough for them, and more. Today I will go over the best mods in Hypixel Skyblock that anyone can use, and a short guide on how to actually get them working. I'm only 6,000 subscribers from the almighty Hypixel YouTube rank. If you could scroll down and click that subscribe button, it would actually mean the world to me. I upload Skyblock guides and videos every single day, so if you want the best Skyblock information and updates, make sure that you're subscribed. There really isn't a downside to subscribing, so maybe just this once. Click it, it'll change my life. Thanks, and let's become Skyblock gods. Something I must mention before we get started is that all mods on Hypixel are use at your own risk, even Optifine. General mods like the ones I'll show in this video people have been using for months now, and there shouldn't be any problem in setting them up or anything like that. Only one of these mods has some gray area to it, but I'll explain what I mean by that once we are all setting it up. I'll do the fastest guide on how to get Minecraft mods up and running right now. Step 1, make sure you've ran Minecraft 1.8.9 at least once. You can do that by going here to installations, click new, go to versions, scroll down and find 1.8.9, click it, hit create, go to play, and make sure you run it at least once. Next, let's get Forge working. Go ahead, click the link in the description to go to this website. It's the Forge website. Go ahead, make sure you have 1.8.9 selected. Then go to download recommended. If you have Windows, click the Windows installer. If you have a Mac, click the one that looks like a little box. Then click it, it'll take you to this page. This is just their ad page so they can make money. Look at the top right, there'll be a please wait that counts down from 5 seconds. Go ahead, click skip once that's done. And it'll download down here on the bottom. It'll look like this. It's a little anvil with a hammer. And as you can see, you can just click it, open it, and it'll open up this page. Go ahead, just make sure you click install client. Make sure it's 1.8.9, click OK. It'll give you this window that says successfully installed, then you're good to go. Open up Minecraft, and then go to installations, click new, go to latest version, and then scroll all the way down, and your Forge versions will be in here. Go ahead, create that. If you want to add more RAM and be fancy to Minecraft, you can go down here, change this number to whatever half your system's RAM is. Mine is 16 in this case because I have 32 gigabytes. Go ahead, go back to play, and run this boy at least once. Last step is to find the mods folder, where you actually are going to put mods once you download them. Go into Minecraft, go to resource packs, click open resource pack folder. It'll open up this little page. Go to .minecraft, which is going to be right here, and find the mods folder. If you don't have one, right click anywhere, click new, make a folder called mods, all lowercase, and then save it. Obviously, I'm not going to make a second one because I already have one. Now, in this mods folder is where you want to put all of your mods. Whenever you get a mod for Minecraft, this is where it goes, alright? So, I'll show a tiny little way of how to download each mod once we start going on the individual mods, but this is where you put them all. Let's quickly go over how to get chat triggers, which is what you're going to want to need for our mod dungeon utilities. Go ahead, go to the chat triggers link in the description, click download, and then download the stable one, the slime block. It'll download. If it asks if you want to keep it, go ahead and keep it, it's fine. And throw this in your mods folder. So next, go ahead, log into Hypixel, and then go and make sure all of your controls are set, because when you switch to Forge, it might have messed with some of your controls. Looks like all of mine are perfectly fine, so what we want to do is head into Skyblock, and then type the following command. Make sure your Skyblock Addons stuff locked, so you don't throw your Midas sword into the void like I've not done, or I almost did it. Once you're in Skyblock, go ahead and type /ct import dungeon utilities, just like that. And of course mine's already installed, but once you do that, then you should be able to type the command /dungeon and it pulls up this menu. Now let's talk about what dungeon utilities is and how to actually use it properly. Our first mod, dungeon utilities, has some gray area and a lot of people debate whether it's allowed or not. From my own research, I've found that an admin named DCTR has used this mod because, and I quote, he doesn't like Blaze puzzles. Based off this, I'm going to say it's use at your own risk. So for any admins watching this, if this mod ever becomes not allowed, I'll of course take down this video. But for now, it seems like we can use it. So once you're in the dungeon and gotten everything up working, you can type the command /dungeon to pull up this menu. Now in this menu, there are all of these different effects, but the best ones are the party kicker feature, which allows you to set a minimum level for people to join. I wouldn't recommend setting this higher than 1 or 2 levels above your own, because otherwise people will just join and laugh at you and then leave. So personally, I would set this 1 or 2 levels above you. This will make it so it'll automatically kick players that are a lower level than this. You can also filter between which classes you want to join your party, so if you're looking for a healer, you could just turn only healer on. Make sure your note in actually the dungeons has healer, and then only healers will be able to join. Everyone else will be automatically kicked. The next thing is obviously the map you see on the left side of the screen. You can make this the normal map color and put it really wherever you want. So if I wanted it in the top left corner, I could do this. And if you want it transparent like I have it, you can have this little draw background feature off. I would prefer this to be off so you can actually see more of the game when you're playing. This basically makes it so you don't have to hold the map outside all of the time and get lost where you're going. So next up is the riddle puzzle. Now, if we actually take a look in the... Okay, I gotta do this quick before he does, but basically you talk to all three of the people, and then the dungeon utilities will actually tell you which one of them has it, which just saves you time, and as you can see, he clicked it, and Hugo ended up having it. And if we search dungeon, we can see the riddle solver here. You can basically turn it on and off, and it solves the puzzle for you. It just speeds up your runs. Unfortunately, you'll still have to be a tic-tac-toe god. It can't solve that one for you, but as long as you're massive brain, 1500 IQ, that puzzle will be no problem. So the next one I have to show you, if we pull up the menu again, is the blaze solver. Unfortunately, we don't actually have a blaze puzzle in this, but basically what it does is it puts a green and red hitbox around the blazes. It puts a green hitbox around the blaze with the most health, and a red one with the blaze that has the lowest. Now, all you have to do is note that if the chest is on the bottom, you have to kill the blazes lowest to highest, which means hit the red blaze. And if the chest is on the top, hit the blazes highest to lowest, which means always be shooting at the green blaze. You can also turn on different effects, like a different little glowing effect, that's the 1.9 glow. You could also turn this on if you're a healer, so it'll give you a little message when someone's at low health, so you know to wish. And you can turn on a little loot tracker, and this thing is pretty sweet, alright? If you're one of those people that like seeing a lot of stats on your screen, you could turn this on, and it'll tell you what different loot you've gotten over the past whatever amount of dungeon runs you've done. So if you're planning to do like 100 or so runs, you can turn this on as a cool little information table and try and guess how many different items you're going to get. Or if you just like looking at it, you can turn that on too. Personally, I like having it off. I don't really use it. But if I ever end up playing a ton of runs, maybe I'll turn that on for a stream or something so we can see our end stream loot. That's all about it for dungeon utilities. It's a really, really nice mod, and I like it. So make sure that you do want to use it if you're planning on playing dungeons. It'll help you speed up your runs a ton. Our next mod is not enough updates, and to actually get it, it's super duper simple. Just click the link in the description. It'll automatically go straight to the download page and download it for you. Just put it in your mods folder, and you'll be good to go. So not enough updates is kind of like an addition mod to Skyblock Addons, which is the popular one I'll mention at the end. And what this does, it adds this little bar at the bottom, and this bar has a whole bunch of different menus. It basically has your entire Nether Star menu just in the hotbar, so you can go to your wardrobe right here. You can go to your pets menu. You could look at the map. You could warp to the hub and warp to your house. Or you could go to the special Not Enough Updates auction house. I would only recommend doing this if you have a cookie, if you want to play it legit, because you're really only supposed to use this menu if you have a cookie. But as you can see, you can scroll through, you can search for any item you want. So if I wanted a Midas staff, I could just search Midas staff, and here are all the Midas staffs, and I can see which ones I want to buy. Currently, I could buy this one for 36 million coins, or whatever I want. So it kind of has a built-in auction house, similar to just pretty much the / auction house command, but it's really useful. And finally, and most importantly, it has all of these different things. Now, to get most of these things working, you're going to have to type the command /API new. And when you press enter, it'll give you a little key. It'll automatically put it in for you. All you have to do is run the command. What this does, allows you to mess with some of these options in a more detailed manner, specifically more of the dungeon profit and lore. Make sure this one is turned off, and that's how you get the little sidebar for the dungeon chest where you get all of your dungeon loot and you can see the profits. That's the one most of you probably wanted to know. But there are all of these different commands, and I won't go through all of the individual ones, but there's some really, really neat ones. Especially the smooth aspect of the end. Check this, if I change this to 500 and I teleport with my aspect at the end, yeah, it almost makes it feels like you're using a leaping sword. Personally, I don't like it, but some people do like it and think it's kind of fun to use. But if you want the default setting, it's 50. And you can just go through all of these different settings, and it'll pretty much just kind of let you colorize different things, make different colored blocks. It's really, really useful, and I highly recommend it for people who play Skyblock a lot. For the last mod, simply go to the URL for Skyblock Addons I've put in the description. It'll take you to this webpage, and the download automatically starts in 10 seconds. But make sure to subscribe to this dude on YouTube, alright? Biscuit, he's the mod creator for Skyblock Addons, and he did a fantastic job. This is by far the best mod. Go ahead and click keep in because it's alright. And put this in your mods folder of Minecraft, and go ahead and relaunch the game. Skyblock Addons is an amazing mod that pretty much everyone who plays Skyblock uses. It's basically required if you want to play the game properly nowadays, as it allows you to lock your armor slots and lock your weapons so you don't accidentally throw them into the void. See? I can't throw it. So to get the main features out of this mod, type the command /SBA, and it comes up with all these amazing different options. And of course, I won't go through them all again, but you can kind of just see that there are all of these different ones. You can have timers, you can have different numbers of like stats that shows on your inventory and stuff. You can also even get this fancy warp menu, so when you're looking, it gets this cool little menu and you can choose where you want to teleport to. It's really, really neat, and honestly, I would highly recommend this mod for everyone. If you want to go and lock your armor slots, if we go here, I'll show you where the button is. Right here under allow locking slots, make sure it's ticked on, and then just press L on your keyboard and you can lock anything you want. You can also unlock things, so be extra careful. And when you're joining new lobbies, sometimes it doesn't instantly update. If I upload my inventory really quick here, it looks like it actually updated. If I reconnect to Hypixel, sometimes it doesn't do it at the very first instant when you open the game, so be sure to be careful and don't like spam your drop key when you're joining lobbies. I did that and I did throw my Midas in a hub. That happened. But honestly, I recommend Skyblock Addons more than any other mod here, so make sure you get that one if you're going to get one out of these three. But I highly recommend all of them for casual play. It makes the game so much better. That's it for today. If you have any questions about how to get the mods or some features inside of them, leave them in the comments. I usually respond to every single one. Also, join my Discord server. We have like 3,000 members. It's kind of crazy. And please, please subscribe. This video took a long time to make, and again, we are super close to YouTube rank, so just take 2 seconds and click that button. Thanks for watching, and take care.